Hello everyone, this is Crossfire Kitty, and today I am recording a playthrough of A Tale of Paper. And there are about 18 trophies, so we will see about getting those. And as a new game, I have played it before, but I thought it'd be fun to have it on my channel, so let us begin. So as you can see, we are a ball of energy, and we've imbued this little creature with life. They're like kind of a little bunny or something. And they're paper mache, I think. He's like, wow, I have a body now. And if you push the L1, you can run. And the X is jump. The controls are pretty simple, I think. R1 as it says, and the journey begins. And now it looks like someone named Neil used to live here, but I'm guessing they moved out, I'm assuming. Since, well, actually I don't know, because that room is boarded up. So for whatever reason, Neil's room is boarded up. Maybe something horrible happened to Neil? I don't really know. However, something did happen to my ability to jump. I'm really bad at it, apparently. All right, you can do it! I have never fallen there. It's because I'm recording. Alright, Neil, we can do this. Ready? Yay for Neil. Alright, so we're gonna go up the stairs, or the ramp. There's a key there, but we'll get it when we come back. And we're gonna go across the boxes, and there'll be a little cutscene, and there's lots of pictures of the moon and astronauts in this house. There's a Roomba. It's gonna be our enemy, our nemesis. So we have to be careful of the nemesis. First, we're gonna get onto this box and just kind of get onto the Roomba and get on there for 10 seconds. Yeah, could you please come over here? You can't really control him, I don't think, but I'd rather he was over here. There we go, 10 seconds. The only problem is, can we get off without being taken out? That is the question. Run! Alright, let's go up here. I have been taken out there before, but we're good. So we're gonna go into the fish tank and get this ability to use telekinesis. Nice. And with our newfound abilities, we're going to pull the screws out and then open the door and go through and be careful so the Roomba doesn't get us. And then we're gonna go out this vent. If the Roomba gets you, it's no big deal. You just get set back a very, very small amount, and it's not a real big deal. There's no real penalties in this game. In fact, the trophies are really not that missable, because if you mess up, you can do chapter select. It'll even tell you if you're missing the collectible, and you can easily go and get it. So now we're going to become a frog and get our trophy Origami Beginners, which is get your first ability, even though we technically got an ability already. We're going to take these screws out and go through. Now, I've had a glitch sometimes where the scenery did not shift like it should, but after I uninstalled and reinstalled the game, I haven't had any problems here. But just to know, it has happened, at least to me. I looked it up and I did not see anyone else having that problem, but... So there's also another trophy that you can get with the frog. If you jump 10 times as the frog without turning into something else and jumping. I think that was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have to go up here anywhere. It's 9 maybe. There we go. So we'll get this bird. Yeah, it just kind of happens pretty easily without even really trying, I think. But now we're gonna open this and get another trophy. Okay, open that. And these crazy eyes are in there. I don't know if they're skateboard wheels. I'm not really sure, but there we go. And now we're going to get the key and move on. Oh, I can get lined up. You can tell the key is heavy because you can feel the weight on the character. The character moves really slowly. And you can kind of feel it too. Like I'm pushing the stick. I don't know why I'm pushing it so hard, but it's like I can feel it dragging. Which is kind of good because, you know, it's supposed to be heavy, so that makes sense. We'll go to the next area. Now I also had a problem where it froze up here as well, and the scene refused to switch over. But that's only happened to me once, so hopefully we'll be alright. Oh good, it's fine. And you can tell like the whole scene will just refuse to switch over. So we're going to change into the kid. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's fine. I didn't realize I'd actually pushed it, but it'll come back down. Or maybe I have to do it again. Oh, you have to do it again. Usually I make it there with no problem, but I didn't realize I'd pushed it. So do that, turn into the frog, and then go up. Not a professional guide, so we're gonna go up the stairs all the way. Try not to fall. Should be able to jump these. There's another space picture. Be careful on the stairs. I don't think you can make that one, so I am definitely good at falling off of these kind of things, especially when I'm recording. Alright, so what you want to do is do this and then run up the stairs at a not too leisurely pace. You want to get up there before the thing gets too high. Oh, I thought I was going to miss that for sure. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I am recording. That's when I mess up. So there we go. We made it there. We'll just continue onward and upward. Nice music. Very playful. And I guess that's a ring light. Alright, let's move on. There's a little bird house. Be careful you don't run off the edge. There you go. For some reason this reminds me of the music from What Became of Edith Finch. I know it's not the same, but it just reminds me of it. Because there's this music that plays during this one section that has this guy who works in a fish cannery. And so I know it's not the same, but it just reminds me of it. Okay. Make sure we don't fall. And I think that was only timed one, so after this we'll be out into the next part. Oh, and here's a... Oh. Okay, there's supposed to be a Roomba there, but it's invisible for some reason. Okay, well, that's fine. You can see the red light, the model is just not there, but if that's the worst that happens, I'm fine with it. Weird, but okay. Alright, so we're in the next floor. And we're going to do a couple of things. So up here there is a basket, but we won't need it yet, but we'll need it later. And there's also the tube, which we'll also need, but for now we're going to run across the planets, hopefully. If you fall off the planets, you will not make it. There's water down there. And water doesn't paper doesn't do with well with water, I guess. Careful you don't fall off the ring. It does kind of go back and forth, so alright, we should be okay. And don't go into the water either, because you'll disintegrate. So we're gonna go to the left and pull out the screws and continue onwards. Oh, every time I forget about that. I mean, so far it hasn't gotten me. I always forget about it. Alright, so we're going to get our last ability here. And now we can turn it into a ball of paper. And now we can go into these tubes. It'll just automatically roll for you. And apparently they like this picture because I've seen it in other places. But they often repeat, you know, that kind of thing in games for some reason. They're like, if you're going to have different pictures, just have one of that picture. You don't have to have the same one. But we want to go back up here. We have to go this way anyway. And we want to drop ourselves through the basket. So you do as a frog, because that's the only thing that's high enough, I think. And then change to, you know, go through as a ball. And as you saw, there was little sparkles. And there's one more basket, but it won't be until later. Oh. Get going there. There you go. And it will take us across the water. I don't know why there's a pipe that's... Well, maybe it's not underneath. It might be behind it. But I don't know why you would... Well, I don't know why there's water on the floor either, but... So many questions. We're going to go over here, but this time we go into this pipe and turn it into the ball again. I mean, why do you have pipes in your vents? Here's another trophy, and we're going to go down and get a bird. Another paper bird down below. And why do we have all these buckets and things out here? And plants and scaffolding. There's our bird. So let's us move on. Second bird. Alright, so there's going to be a bird right away when you get in here. And you go for it, and be careful not to fall down yet, because it's easy to slide off of this board. But if you go across it, there's another bird over here. There we go. Now we can go down. And I think it's to the right. Yeah, we'll come back later to the left. And so we're going to get a trophy here, which will be going in the water 10 times. Or maybe it's 7. So that's 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is number 7, so this should give us the trophy. There we go, bad swimmer. So now we're gonna go around the water. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Very lovely place to visit. We're going to go to the left. Obviously don't fall in the water. And we're going to jump up here. I think it's easier to go as the frog. Yeah, it's nice that they have fans, I guess, in here. So there's a little puzzle here. It's pretty straightforward, but I did make a little drawing so I remember which one is which. But basically you can see there's pipes there. You can see there's a bucket. We're going to drain the water. So if you follow the pipes that go right to where the bucket is, then you'll find that the first one ends here. And you see the bucket is lowering. And then you'll see that the second one will end here. Oh, come on. Thank you. Yeah, this music really reminds me of the what became of Edith Finch for some reason. And then this last one will bring it all the way down and the water will be drained. It's mostly the flute part. I think it's a flute. The flute part that reminds me of it. And the funny thing is the character that the music plays is a person that works in a cannery, a fish cannery. But it probably has nothing to do with this game. It just reminds me of the other game. So we'll unlock this. And open it someday. Pull out the screws and move on. And turn into the ball. Yeah, who put the pipe in the vent? I don't know. And why is there an elevator here? The world will never know. I'm standing on the air. All right, so let's pull this down. I mean, the elevator, I would assume that a person could get into somehow. We don't see a door, but maybe it's on our side. I have no idea. Except for, I don't remember where it lets out, so maybe I'm mistaken. But obviously there's a bunch of boxes in here. And where are we? I can't move. Yeah, the camera can be a little awkward sometimes. So this is on top of the elevator. We're still in the sewers. So I don't really get it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's artistic. It's all cool. I don't get it. Oops. Get in there. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Alright, we're back to where we were. Here's the same pond, but it's empty now. Why are there fishes in here? I guess it doesn't matter. Why is there a giant plug in here? It doesn't matter. And there's a little ball that's fallen down here. And now we can go through this pipe. And I think we're gonna go... I don't know if it's outside, I can't remember, but... no, you gotta be careful because you will roll off there. I have done it a few times. And then once we leave this area, the music will stop, so... However, the funny thing about that other game, the What Became of Edith Finch, is that there's also a train area in the game where another person is taken out, sadly. The game is a bit depressing, so... But it's also very interesting. So there's going to be a train coming, and we got to get out of the way. You cannot go past the train because despite the fact there's pipes there, it'll take you out if you stay, so let's not. And the door shuts afterwards, so I don't even think you can go back, but I'm pretty sure it shuts back afterwards. And another plug. Like, why are there giant plugs down here? Where do you get giant plugs like that? And why would you put them down here? I mean, this looks like someone could come down here at least. The water's not that deep for a regular person. Okay, can we do it this time? Thank you. Alright, let's move on. Okay, so you can see there's spider webs, so there will be a spider coming up. Back right here. She won't get you right away. She'll just be chomping on her eggs for some reason. Maybe she's putting more stuff on them. I don't really know. But the game makes you go very slow here, so there's no jumping or running. You have to go slow. I thought at first that you were like hiding in that shadowy stuff at the bottom, but you have to go to the middle because you have to go through this metal ring that's somehow it's here. So once you go through, there'll be a little cut thing where the spider tries to get you, but apparently can't go past its own web. And now we can go forward. Very dark. You will see the spider in the background from time to time. But I guess it can't get us here. I don't know why it's trying to eat a piece of paper since we probably don't taste very good, but hey, this is a weird spider. She just craves the delicious taste of glue and paper. And there's like a little plank to go across. So far I haven't fallen off on it or off from it. I think as long as you see the light on it and push forward, you're okay. I have yet to fall off there, so hopefully that is the case. And there's a puzzle up here. I thought it was impossible to solve until I actually looked at the clues, instead of just assuming that there was no answer. Careful here, sometimes the character wants to drift towards the front and walk right off. I have done it more than once. And you can actually run off of this. There you go. And if you fall, you'll just fall down to the water. If you don't land in the water, then the character won't be hurt. But then you have to come all the way back up again, so that's slightly annoying. We're gonna activate this platform. And this is the riddle, if you want to call it that. And the answer to the riddle is out these doors. If you look at the pipes, they're painted, but not only that, but there's a different amounts of stripes on them. So the yellow one has 2 stripes. That's the second one you do. The red one has 3, and the green one has 4. There's also a blue pipe in there, but since that's the only pipe left, that is the first one. Before we do that, though, we want to get the bird over here by the yellow pipe. Thank you for that. And then we can go back and do the levers. Pull the lever! So it will be blue, yellow, red, green. Blue, yellow, red, and green. At least that time I remembered to get the bird by the scaffolding, or by the pipe, I should say. Now we can go back down using the little elevator they conveniently provided for us. And we're going to get a trophy here as well once we turn on the electricity and start to go across. Oh. Well, push that. And the fish will be fried. And the circuit will be completed so that the gate opened over there. Jump across. Jump across. Jump across. There we go. Now we can leave. That is the first time I have missed that in all the times I've played. Alright, so there's 2 trophies here. One is for you to get hit 10 times. And all you have to do is run forward, activate the spider, and then run back. Or just, I guess, mess up on the game a bit. But 10 times is a lot to mess up this particular part. Doesn't mean that I can't do it because I'm recording, but you only get the trophy for getting taken out 10 times or more. So we're going to try to do it perfectly and get the one for not getting taken out. And it is very much a Crash Bandicoot style run. I mean, it's not a boulder that's coming after you, it's a spider, but it has the same kind of like logs that tell you kind of where to go. There's holes in the ground. And as long as you keep running, then you should be okay. Doesn't mean that I won't mess up since I am recording, but... And the weird thing is, when I first got this trophy, I did the one where you got taken out 10 times. And then I went back and did get caught, and I got both the trophies. When I came to record it, I did exactly the same thing. The first trophy for getting taken out popped up. The second one for not being taken out did not pop up until I restarted the chapter, and then it did. So that's why I decided to do this one first. Because I don't want to have to do the whole thing again. You know, if that happens to happen again. So we're gonna go down below again. There's one more, I believe. So he's not the fastest spider, but you don't want to just stop, of course. And just keeping your eyes toward the bottom so you know where to go. Obviously, if you just stop, then the spider will get you. Oh, jeez. I almost messed that up. I always get confused there for some reason because those are crossed like that and it confuses me for a second. Okay, I think we're almost to the end. Oh, here we go. So this is the end. And we're gonna get this bird. And the spider won't come down here. And then we're gonna leave. And I think we get a trophy also for there it is. And a very lovely place here. Very pretty. Sometimes I have some problems with this area, but not too major. Just have to be patient with myself. So what I'm gonna do is push the exit to main menus. Or main menu. We're gonna go to chapters, and you can do this at any time. In fact, I don't even know why I'm doing it because it's super simple trophy to get. You just run into the spider. But I'll go ahead, since this is a trophy walkthrough. Go back to the nest. And you saw the bird on the little circle, that means we got it. And I'm just gonna fast forward this, me getting taken out by the spider 10 times. So you just run forward. Spider comes out, you run back. So let us start the fast forwarding. Alright, so that was 10. We got our trophy, I believe in you. And now we're going to go back to the menu and continue. That should take us back to the rooftop, hopefully. Yep, here we go. So we're back to the roof, that's good. And we can continue on our way. Go up there. Oops. I don't know why. What am I doing? Oh, I don't even know why I'm going that way. I don't need to go that way. I'm silly. I guess I can go here. Just wondering. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know why I was going up there. So we're gonna go up here, actually. We're gonna go up here. My platforming skills are amazing. No one is as good at me at platforming. I am the best. Alright, here is a new power, which is an aeroplane. And whenever you become a frog, you can jump up and then turn into the airplane and glide down. I'm not always the best at it, but... And you can also be one as a person. It doesn't have to be a frog. But... he just jumps higher up, so... Or this character runs, so... This fog... This, smoke will take you up. This draft, I guess. And then you do not want to go in there, because then you have to change when you get to the bottom, and it's just easier to go over. Because if you look over there, you'll see that it kind of goes there, and you'd have to become an airplane when you get to the bottom. Because if not, you'll just roll right over the bottom, or roll right down, and that would be bad. So now we're gonna go across here and get another bird. Just go on this little house or whatever it is. And jump up there. You can see it right there. Oh, and then just die. I don't think that's gonna take me anywhere good. Yeah. Alright, so we're back here because I obviously fell down. Because that's my skill. I'm good at doing that. Because I am the best platformer ever that's ever been. No mistakes. Don't ever make mistakes. I meant to do all the things that happen to me when I fall. Probably. Can we go all the way across? Maybe. We got pretty far. I never actually tried to go all the way across before. So now I know you can. Smoke will take me up. And we're gonna get another trophy up here. 2 trophies, in fact. So the first thing we want to do is throw, well, it doesn't matter what order you do them in, but we're gonna throw the ball onto the ground from the roof. Because there's some kids that want their ball back. And of course I'm going to not do that right away because that would be silly. Okay, can you go the other way? The other way. The only time I've ever had any problems. Okay, go this way. No. Okay, what is going on with this ball? I have never had this much problem with the friggin' ball. No. Go. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why. I don't have problems when I'm recording. Alright, so we want to go through this as a ball. Thank you. Now we got the trophy. Let's move on. I'm feeling embarrassed now. Guess that's what I get for bragging. So turn it into the ball. And now there's going to be a Roomba down here, or whatever they're called. And we're going to jump up, and you can't really avoid it. So I guess I'll get here. But either way, you can't really avoid it, so just get on it. Jump up again. I was going to do the frog, but that's all right. And just keep doing that until... Okay, what are you doing? There we go. You can't get me here. Yeah, I was not having any problems, but now I'm having all the problems. So this will probably go badly. So we're gonna jump over there. Glide over there. We're gonna become a person. Activate. Run back. Frog. Fly across. Person. Run. Get on this thing. Frog. I always get my buttons mixed up when I'm rushing. Jump across. Hopefully make it. Do the button. Frog. Again. Okay, turn into a person. Frog. Please make it. I made it. I don't know how, but I made it. I'm so happy I made it. Because I have definitely not made that many times. Then we're gonna go across to the next place. Well, it's not the next chapter, but it's no longer on the building. So we're in the beautiful, beautiful... Oh, there's a deer. Huh. Never noticed there was a deer back there. And a deer way over there. Cool. So deers and the wilderness and the rocks and the cabin or whatever that is, a shed. Beautiful flowers. More beautiful flowers. And I guess this is just a place to relax and enjoy the beautiful scenery. And make up imaginary pictures in the clouds. want. And the mountains are very strange looking, but that's okay. They're just background pictures. So we're gonna go into this little box. It looks like a grave, kind of, but I don't know for 100% sure. Oh, really? Bad time to yawn, I guess. But a little rocket comes out, as you can see. It goes up into the heavens. It is a very beautiful sky, I think. Very lovely. And then it does this fake credits. Well, they are real credits. I just don't know why they do this particular thing. They show you some of the credits here. I don't know if it's everyone or not, but a few names here and there. Very lovely sky. And then we get a trophy for not over yet. 1%, or just says percent. I don't know about. I think it's 0.5%. I think that's what it is. 0.5%. Yeah, finish half the story. So we've done half of it. I'll probably put the other part of the game, the DLC part, or whatever it was, the second game. I'm not sure if it's DLC or a second game. But we'll put that one in a different video. And now we're in a park, I think. And there are 3 more paper birds. This area is very, very short and very small. So here we are again. It's a little person. And I have writing on me, it looks like, but I can't really see it that well. So this is a part I tend to, there's a bird up there, paper bird. Sometimes I fall into the water here, so I'll do my best. As you can see, there's birdhouse statues. They're people, but they have birdhouse heads for some reason, which is interesting, I think. I've never seen anything like that before. So sometimes I fall off on that rock because it's a little slippery. Yeah, just be careful. And sometimes it's just easy to slide off these boards. But I think once you reach land, that's a checkpoint. So as you can see, there's some campers over there, or at least they're tents. And there's the observatory, which we'll go to eventually. And here is the bird with the key. We're gonna have to follow the bird back where we just came from. So thanks for that. And of course you would not be able to get the ability to do the frog jump once this chapter happens, because we don't have the frog ability anymore. And we won't be getting any more. We'll be getting a new ability, which will be a bird ability. So just follow the bird back over. Hopefully you don't fall in the water like I probably will, because I am the best platformer, of course, of all times. Hopefully that won't backfire on me. Keep going. Please don't fall. Alright, we made it. That's good. I'm good. So the bird will have dropped the key. We're gonna go pick it up. Thank you, birdie, for that. Guess he figured it wasn't worth it anymore. And we'll open this gate that's very low to the ground for some reason. Seems like a very lax security for you to leave your key around and put the lock on the bottom. But anyway, this is where we get the ability to kind of hop fly. And this is what we'll have for the rest of the game. There's another bird back there. A couple birds. And when you push the square, you do like, you do a little thing like that. So that's fun. And we're gonna get the next bird collectible, next paper bird up here. I often fall off of these things because I can't always tell where I'm gonna land. I mean, you can see it on that one, but for some reason, I'm good at falling off that one. It's this one in particular that I tend to fall off on. So, there we go. So here's the bird. And yeah, we're covered in all kinds of writings. I don't know if that's from the birds we're picking up, but we do seem to be covered in writing. And then we'll come over here to the other one, which will take us across the river. And again, I could fall off at any time because I am super good at that. All right. Almost there. If you fall in the water, you'll have to do it all over, I believe. So that's fun. All right, we made it. Very good. I'm just very happy that I did not fall in the water. So we're gonna go up here. Now it won't matter that much if you fall. And I'm gonna go up there and then across. And I think we just go here. Yeah, we still have the screw de-screwing power. Oh, I already got it. I was like, did I forget the thing? It's like, no, you got it. You got it. So this is the planetarium now, even though it's in the vents first. And it's pretty cool looking. Not this is just an office, but for some reason they have these interesting space doors. Kind of cool. And you will get a trophy for going up this spiral thing, for some reason. So I'll come and get it when I come back, but just by going up the spiral thing, I believe you get a trophy. Well, just in case. I don't think you have to do it at a certain time. Nope. I don't want to do that right now. I'm indecisive, but all it says is explore. It doesn't say I have to do it at a certain time. You have to go up there anyway, so... here there's going to be a Roomba. They have these Roombas everywhere, apparently. So just avoid it with your bird powers. And then we're going to go across this thing. The red stuff will get you as electrical. Seems like a very unsafe thing to have in your display. But that's okay. There are some things that pop up with lasers, so be careful of them. They're the little rocks. And then, for some reason, laser displays. I guess they thought it was, cool. But we're gonna get the next power, the last power up here, which is gonna be a dash. Whoops. A rocket dash. Which is fun. So now we can do a dash. Okay, now that we are a rocket, we can go over here. Be careful, because it's easy to misalign this thing. At least for me. Good. And if you fall back down, you'll just have to come up again. And as you see, become a little rocket when you go across. That's kind of fun. Little rocket, just like you become a little bird. Pretty cute. And now we're going to be going up the platforms. And hopefully you didn't have to do that right away. I wouldn't think so. When we go to the end, we're just going to go up this thing. There we go. I was a little worried. So we're going to go across this thing. So now this is a observatory, I guess. There's seats, it looks like. And they're looking at the planets. So that's interesting. Oh, can I make it across there? Oh, I guess I can. Okay. It just looked further than I thought for some reason. Be careful because sometimes, at least for me, it's hard to tell exactly where they're lining up. So sometimes it might be easy to go too far forward or too far back. Once you make it across, there should be a checkpoint. Right there. Alright, and then we're going to pull the lever and then have to go back. This game has a lot of going back and forths for some reason, but now we're going to have some things come up. And I don't know why this is out here. I mean, what kind of display is this for people? I don't know. We're going to just zoom across this one. You don't have to jump. And then you want to jump up here. Thought I was going to miss that one. I think you can just jump. Yeah, there we go. And then we made it across. Yay. Because I didn't want to have to do that again. That's probably the most difficult part for me in this one. Alright, so we have one more bird to get. Make sure I don't push the wrong buttons. Okay, one more bird to get, which is on a planet up here. One of these display planets. Right there. Hopefully I will actually get on it. Could you go forward, please? Thank you. I was facing the wrong way, so that's my fault. But here we go. That is a... Oh, no, there's one more. I forgot. You won't be able to get it until you go to the credits. And you can only do that if you complete all the other chapters. Forgot about that. Okay. They don't explain that, but yeah, there's another one. And now we're going to have a puzzle. It's not difficult or anything. I mean, it's very easy, in fact. You have to make these things match that, and you step on them and they change where they're supposed to be. But it's pretty simple. That goes on top. I didn't write it down. It's just that's in the right spot already, and that's in the right spot already. Then you push this, they come together. It says, yep, you're good, and then goes to the next picture. So it's very, very simple. That one goes on top. This one, I believe, goes down or up. And this one is his leg. And do it again. So I didn't need to write this down because it's just pretty simple. At least it's one that I'm okay with. Some puzzles are simple for other people. This one, you know, depends on your skill, but as far as I can tell, this one's simple. So this one is down. Yep. And that one is correct already. And I think that's it. It's now the power came on to the rocket ship, so we can go and get in the rocket ship. And I think that's the actual ending, I believe. The second credits. But I'm also good at messing those things up, so I'm good at that particular puzzle. I am not good at platforming. Oh, wait a minute. No, I am good at platforming. I am the best. I'm just trying to get my leg day in. I mean, this guy obviously needs to get much more exercise because he's so tiny. He's got to get his leg day in. So we go into the rocket. And I don't know if patrons that come to the whatever this place is, planetarium, can go up there and sit in the rocket or what. But they need some railings on this thing. It's not very safe. And now we're going to go up into the stars. There's Earth. Looks a little strange to me. I'm surprised it's a working model, I admit. Usually also it's going from the planetarium. I don't know why I'm questioning the logic of this game. So we're in outer space, way out in Earth, and there's a bunch of asteroids out here. I don't know that's how that works. Again, I don't know why I'm questioning it. But now we can pop out. He's like, I'm in space. And I stole the planetarium's rocket. And we have all that writing on us from various notes, I guess. And we're just gonna make our way along through the boulders of space. You don't have any control here. It's a cinematic. And there's another rocket ship. Apparently we were not the first one to... Oh, that was the other one. So I think we're actually the other character. I think we were the one that has the yellow eyes in the beginning. I believe. Because that's the original rocket that went up. And we are a different character now, which is blue eyes. And was blue energy. And you get a trophy for being back together again. And a yin and yang symbol. So... I guess they're two spirits that missed each other. I really don't know what the story is. I mean, there was a grave looking thing. Maybe the rockets are just spiritual rockets. I don't know. But the dev team is very, very small, it looks like. And it's cool. They made a game. I don't quite understand it, but it's cool. It's what I call the artsy-fartsy game. Which means cool gameplay, fun small puzzles, interesting atmosphere, cool powers or abilities. But it really doesn't make any sense to me. I have no idea what it means, other than maybe they're two spirits and that they met each other in space for some reason. Thanks to our family and friends for their support through these years. This wouldn't have been possible without you. And thanks for the itch.io community and players for the early support of our first demo. And also thanks to the guy who stole our programmer's bike while we were working, and to Gornal Activa's microwave. It's very specific, but apparently someone stole their bike. And thank you for playing. Alright, so we have to go to the credits, or we have to go to the extras. There's one more trophy. So if you go down to the extras, you should get one more trophy. There we go, dedicated historian, and then I think we'll get the last trophy if we didn't miss anything. There we go. If you go here and you don't have the all the bird things, then one of those will be locked, I think. I think you have to get all of them for the pictures to show up. So, there you go. Supposedly they said if you got all the birds, you got a double jump, but I haven't seen that happening. So, I'm not sure. Because you don't get the... Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so, but someone said something about getting a double jump, but I'm done with the game, so I don't really care either way. In any case, if you enjoyed the video walkthrough, I will do my best to edit out the few times I messed up, and the next video will be the next game, which is a Paper Tale Unfolded Melody, which I do have notes on. So if you enjoyed the playthrough, let me know. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take care, and Peace out.